Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Rate My Gear video. Today I'm outside, it's nice weather, so I figured I'd do a video outside for a change. And yeah, hopefully you'll be able to see the colours on these gloves a little bit better in the sun. But today I have my full review of the Rival RB10 Intelli-Shock bag gloves. I did an unboxing of these not too long ago and I hadn't actually tried them in training, but I've been basically wearing them every training session. I train 5 days a week, and yeah, I'm basically going to share my thoughts on them now, what I like about them, what I don't like, and should you buy them, pretty much, if you're looking for a bag or a glove to hit the pads with. Obviously you can't spar with these, they're rock solid, they've got that Intelli-Shock technology. We'll be getting more into that in just a moment. But yeah, Rival RB10. So I've been using these gloves now since I uploaded that unboxing. I'll have to actually look how long ago that was. I think it's a week or 2 weeks, and I've been loving them. They're really good. I personally think I might have got a size too big. I probably could have done with a large instead of an XL, but when I have my wraps on, they do fit me better. So, you know, it's fine. I got these, as you can see, in the black and white colourway. Has the Rival logo with the classic orange. Obviously the text is reversed for you guys because I'm using the selfie mode on my phone. But yeah, so these gloves are basically Rival's glove that has been designed exclusively for bags and pads. They have other gloves in the bags and pads gloves line, like the Guerreros, but these are the ones that interested me because I just thought they looked the coolest. And yeah, they have Rival's patented dual wrist strap, the Wristlock 2 technology, and they also have Rival's patented D3O Intelli-Shock technology. Basically what D3O is it's a material that is soft and pliable when it's in its normal form, and as soon as you hit something it hardens, giving you good shock absorption, which these gloves do a really good job of. I've been hitting the bag with these hard and I haven't really had any knuckle pain, and they've been great. So putting the glove on, again, you can see that Rival dual wrist strap technology. I'll do this with the other glove because you'll probably be able to see it better on this one. So it has the dual wrist strap, and then when you pull that, it does a really good job of tying up your wrist. The gloves are really comfortable. Again, I have a little bit of movement in this one because I think I went one size too big, to be honest. I could have done with a large, but they fit really nicely, even though these ones are a bit bulky, but they still do the job perfectly. As you can see, quite thick padding. Basically you've got, I believe, multi-layer foam padding underneath this D3O exterior here, which is rock hard. If I put both gloves on and bang them together, you can hear how solid that is. You know, it's literally rock solid. You can't spar in these, but you can see classic Rival, nice and thick foam padding underneath that D3O, which will also help these gloves last longer in the long term because it's going to be protecting the foam underneath. So yeah. In terms of design, I really love the design. You've got that classic Rival logo, classic as they do on their bag gloves embroidery. This is an embroidered logo. Obviously it doesn't matter about scratching your opponent because you're not going to be sparring in them. So they've taken a little bit of liberty and done a really nice embroidered badge on the strap there. You got the Wristlock 2 technology on the dual strap there, which again works perfectly. Whenever you pull this tight, see if I can get that in the sun to show you guys, it just works perfectly. Pulls super tight. You can get these in a range of colours. You can get them in gold, red, blue, all black, white and black, which is the one that I have, and even lime green, which I've never actually seen in person, but it's the most unique one out of there. So one of the downsides of this glove, and it doesn't really matter, it won't affect the performance of the glove, is because it uses a mesh palm and thumb. sometimes when I've been pulling my Velcro, you probably can't even see it. Yeah, you kind of can there. I've been getting some fraying on this mesh because the Velcro has been pulling at the mesh. It's a classic mesh problem on boxing gloves. You know, you get those Velcros and they'll pull at the mesh, and it doesn't really, you know, it doesn't affect the glove in any way, but it just looks a little bit kind of untidy. I don't know how well you guys can see that. You can kind of see it just there. But apart from that, I've had no other real issues with the glove, apart from them being a bit big, but again, that's my fault for buying the gloves too big. Yeah, I really love the wrist strap. It's brilliant. When I have my hand wraps on, these fit me a lot better. You can make a really nice fist in these as well. The thumb positioning is really nice. It's a little bit weird at first, the thumb positioning, to be honest. It took me a little bit of getting used to, in all honesty, because it does stick out a little bit, but now that I'm used to it, I really like it, and I haven't jammed my thumb once. You've also got the Rival logo on the bottom there. You can see it's like a shell, this layer on top, and it does really good job of doing what it says on the tin and protecting your knuckles. What else? You got some padding on the back here, not like it really matters for hitting the bag and pads, but it is nice. There's just that little bit of extra protection. There's obviously no padding on the underneath here. This is just flat, because you're not going to be parrying with these. I mean, in theory, I have used these for really light partner drills, like no contact with the face. If you're doing like shoulder tapping or something, these gloves should be okay, because you're not going to be putting any power behind it anyway. Or if you're doing like drills where you throw a 1-2 and your opponent has to roll, you're not going to be looking to hit them in the face. So it's okay for stuff like that. But proper sparring, you just can't use these for. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say. They are made of a microfiber material. These are synthetic leather, they're not real leather. Although if you take a close look at the synthetic material, it's even got grain like real leather. A lot of people would disagree. I prefer synthetic leathers. I've had a lot of leather sparring gloves, and I've had a lot of microfiber sparring gloves. And personally, I think Rival does the best microfiber gloves. It'd probably be between Rival or Phenom for me. They're really kind of paving the way for the microfiber boxing glove market. They both do really good microfiber gloves. They last a long time. I'm going to use these for another few months, and I'll probably do another video where I come back and show you guys how well they've lasted, any damages, any, you know, whatever. But overall, really nice. You've got that bat wing attachment on the thumb as well. And I would say, putting your hands into these gloves, I would recommend get the large, unless you're a heavyweight and you have really big hands. I'm 6'3" and I weigh around 82 kilos, and this XL is a little bit big for me. But that's pretty much it for these gloves. I hope you all enjoyed this review. Really good for hitting bags and pads, especially hitting mitts. If your coach is holding the mitts, these are really good. You get really nice feedback. But I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll be back in another video soon enough. Hopefully have some Rival sparring gloves as well coming soon, the RS1s. I've been looking to get a pair of those for years, but I just can't afford them at the moment. I'm going to try and sell a few pairs of my old gloves to get them to go with these. But yeah, Rival is definitely my favourite brand for boxing gloves. I just feel like they do the best gloves. And I've worn a lot of gloves. I've had Cletos, I've had Everlasts, but like the higher end Everlast stuff, although some of those are pretty decent. What else have I had? What haven't I had? I've had Adidas. The only one I haven't had is Winning, really, in terms of the high-end market. And I've worn a lot of the Phenom gloves, I've just never owned a pair. But Rival is definitely my favourite. And I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one. And yeah, take care, guys. Bye-bye.